In this week's video, I tow our new trailer in our RAV4 Prime with some unexpected results.
Holy crap.
Join us in this brand new video from Golden K9 Campers.
Hi everyone, my name's Daryl. So today is a very exciting day. I'm going to see how towing my A-liner affects the gas mileage on my RAV4 Prime. So I've already towed my trailer a number of times, but I've never gone the same distance at the same speed and see exactly what the difference is. I'm going to start my test without towing, so I'll see you at the gas station. Hey guys, so I just finished gassing up Brutus for our RAV4 Prime, and I'm just going to give it kind of one more click here. Okay, there we go. It's filled up to the top. So now I'm going to drive up to Prim. Yeah, see what kind of gas mileage we get. Okay. Bye. For all of these tests, I'm going to be in eco mode and I'm going to drive at 65 miles per hour. The Prime will tell me its estimate on how much gas I used and what the miles per gallon were, so we can take that and compare it to the actual gas that we used. I was going to do this drive and I was going to extend it into the mountains, but somebody actually had a really good point. They were guessing my gas mileage and they were asking me if it's flat or mountain. They think there's going to be quite a difference if you're just on a flat road as opposed to a flat road with some mountains associated with it. I decided for the first test, I'm just going to do a relatively flat road, and so I'm going to drive 30 miles to Prim, which is just outside of Las Vegas. It's not totally flat. I mean, there's some elevation to get to Prim, but it's not like driving up a mountain. So we'll go to Prim and then we'll return. And then I'll take my A-liner and we'll do the same route, and then we'll compare that. Then in a couple weeks, and I'll redo the test with the mountains thrown in. I really thought I was only going to have like 4 or 5 miles per gallon of a penalty, but based on some of the trips that I've had, I think it's going to be a lot more than that. Perhaps it's because, you know, the tow vehicles, V6s, V8s, they just aren't as affected by a camper than if you are towing with a smaller 4-cylinder engine. Yeah, I'm going 65 miles an hour and everybody's passing me by, so, and I'm not towing anything, so everybody's probably pretty pissed. So anyway, I will see you at Prim. We'll turn around and then I'll see you at the gas station and see what kind of gas mileage we got. All right, you guys, we are at Prim. For the most part, it was a pretty uneventful trip up here. We got a little rain going, but it's not real heavy or anything, so yeah, we're in good shape. So I'll hit the cruise control again and I'll see you back at the gas station. All right, so we are at the gas station to see what kind of gas mileage we got. Let's turn off the car and see what the computer thinks we got. Holy crap. So 45.5 miles per gallon. Oh my God, so this is gonna be a huge difference in gas mileage, I think. All right, we'll see. We used 1 gallon, 0.089. I'm gonna go ahead and give it kind of one little push. 1.374 is how much gas that we used. So we'll look at how many miles we went, which I think was 61, and compare that to the 1.374 to see what that gas mileage is. But yeah, so I did a gas mileage test on my RAV4 Prime, kind of stock versus the run with crossbars, and I was going, I think 77 miles an hour, and I think the best gas mileage I got was 38 miles per gallon, something like that. But just by decreasing the speed to 65 miles an hour, yeah, amazing what just that change can do. But you know, on that test I did actually go longer and I went up and down the mountains, so that could be a difference. But yeah, this will be really interesting. Okay, so I am going to head home. I'm going to hitch up after I gassed up, and then we're going to take the trailer out, see what kind of gas mileage we get. Okay. All right, guys, so we're all hitched up. We're ready to go. So Brutus is all set. We're actually a couple days late. 2 days ago when I took the RAV4 Prime out, I didn't want to take a chance and just pull in the rain for no reason. 2 days later, but it's the same exact time, relatively the same kind of temperature, same kind of weather. It's actually really nice, beautiful, sunny. So I'll see you on the road. weather conditions are relatively the same, similar temperature, there's no wind today. So same time, really ideal test. I'm a little worried though. I was not expecting 45.5 miles per gallon. I think that's what it came to. I think we're gonna get 23, 24 miles per gallon. And that, you know, that's gonna suck to have that big of a difference, but we'll see. I'll see you at the halfway point. All right, you guys, so we are in Prim. Uneventful drive, not very busy. Nobody honked at me for going so slow. And I actually find towing a camper actually very relaxing, because usually I'm kind of tense and trying to go fast, but when I'm in a trailer it's like, max I can go is 65 miles an hour. Let's just get in the slow lane and just cruise and just relax. So yeah, kind of interesting. So anyway, I'll see you when we get to the gas station and we get to find out what kind of gas mileage we get. So I'm back at the gas station, and now is the time of truth where we get to find out what the gas mileage is when I'm using my RAV4 Prime and I'm towing. So I can just say that looking at the gas gauge, I seem to remember there being a lot more gas last time, but I mean, I could be wrong. So here we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off, and we're all gonna see what kind of gas mileage we got here. Okay, so it's saying 61 miles, 16% EV, 26.3 miles per gallon. So that's a little better than I've gotten before. That was in the flats, so I didn't do any mountains. So yeah, it's okay. So I guess if I'm gonna be on the flats, I can get between probably 25 and 27 miles per gallon. So I'll be interested in the next couple of weeks when I get to go up in the mountains and see what kind of gas mileage I get. I'm gonna fill her up and see actually how much gas I used. So looking at the gas that we used 1.989 miles of gas. I'm gonna go ahead and give it the extra squeeze. 2.249 gallons of gas. I think we did like 1.3 or something. So yeah, really a huge difference when you're towing, for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna get home. I'm gonna put that up on a spreadsheet and compare it to the computer, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, bye. So looking at my computer spreadsheet, there really wasn't that much of a difference between the computer calculated miles per gallon and the real miles per gallon when I look at how much gas I consumed. What really surprised me though is on the 60-mile trip, how well my RAV4 Prime did when it wasn't towing, as it got about 45 miles per gallon. So that 45 miles per gallon, it was really a big difference between the 27 miles per gallon I got when towing. So it's about 40% less. That kind of surprised me because when I looked at calculators beforehand, when I was making my decision on the RAV4 Prime, the calculator suggested, based on a 2,500 pound load, that you would really only get affected by about 10 to 15%. So after getting the results of the test, I surveyed other A-liner owners just to see what kind of gas mileage they were getting when they pulled as opposed to when they weren't pulling. And although the results are just preliminary, it does seem like smaller vehicles like my 4-cylinder RAV4 Prime are affected much more than typical tow vehicles that have a V6 or even a V8 especially. Nevertheless, I still get pretty good gas mileage, 25 to 27 miles per gallon when towing compared to real tow vehicles, but I was just expecting a little bit better. So I will be doing a follow-up video in a couple of weeks and extend the trip to include a mountain pass. That'll be about 100 miles as opposed to the 60 that I previously did. That video will be linked on the end screen once it's available. I'll also be doing a little bit more research on the impact of towing on different tow vehicles. I would really like to understand it a little better, so I'll be using some of the data that I got from the A-liner folks, as well as for some other locations, and I will present that when I make it. As always, if you got value from this video, please like it. You really wouldn't believe how much YouTube looks at the likes and how that can positively affect my channel. Also, please consider subscribing so you don't miss any content. And I hope to see you in the next one again very soon.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.